The kids are back in school, and you can get back on budget. HelloFresh is 25% less expensive than getting takeout. It's even cheaper than grocery shopping. Get 65% off plus free shipping with the code TBTB65.
TBTB65.
At HelloFresh.com/TBTB65.
TB65.
Hello, welcome to this podcast that's called The Bald and the Beautiful. I am Melissa.
I'm Kevin Allen Fredericks III.
I'm Angel Akita Moore Tanksley.
I'm Marcus Anthony Tanksley the first.
And typically we talk about Married at First Sight. We're on season 15, maybe. I don't actually know. And it's the day before decision day episode. I also don't know that as well. What I'm here to tell you is that that's what we typically talk about. I'm telling you right now, if you are here because you want to know our thoughts on decision day, fast forward to the end. Do not put in the comments, y'all don't even talk about this show. Do not put in the comments, I came here for this. Y'all talk about too much about yours. I'm telling you right now.
We'll put a timer.
I'm not doing that. I'm not talking
about YouTube, so you just know where we actually start talking about the show.
I know what you're talking about. My answer was I'm not. So
you want me to translate?
What I'm going to recommend is that you click out.
What I tell people,
this is called Bald and the Beautiful, not Married at First Sight review show.
Listen, I told people on my Game of Thrones review, I said, if you want the serious stuff, go to the serious people. We talk about this show when we want to, or when it's something. Matter of fact, don't even put Married at First Sight in the title.
I'm not finna this time. No, decision day hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. But I'm just letting, okay, they said let Tank translate. I'm going to let him translate. I'm just letting those people that come here specifically for that. I just want to give you a forewarning. You know what I mean? That's all. I just want to make sure that you're fully aware. So you could save your types. Save your arthritis. Save your rheumatoid arthritis. Save your aspirin. Don't bother.
Mm-hmm. Air it out, Tank.
Air it out, Tank.
Per Melissa, this is the Bald and the Beautiful. Okay, we'll talk about what we want, when the we want, how the we want to talk about it. If you don't like it, don't click. If you do click, sit back, enjoy it, comment. We love y'all, we hate y'all, or just shut the up about it. If you want to watch Married at First Sight review, watch the after party. Watch somebody else's. Don't come to this talking.
Period.
I feel like that was more of an exclamation point than a period.
Period.
No, that was Melissa's period. You know Melissa don't yell.
Period.
We gotta have brand new energy over here on the Miss Kev on Stage channel because it's 100K, 101 to be
100 band. From the mud. How you feel, Liz?
I hit 2 milestones and I haven't celebrated nothing.
Is she 200K over on Instagram too?
On the ground.
I know.
Rubber band man. Wow, that's a Taliban. 50 getting 45.
45 in my other hand.
That's why Melissa's
wild. That lyric is wild.
Oh, well, that's why Melissa dressed like a pimp because she out here.
I know. I said I'm doing the most today. I didn't care.
I love it.
I need to do something. I haven't been in a celebratory mood. But thank you guys. I do appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, it's 9 in my right. I'm sorry.
9 in my right, 45 in my other hand.
Who I is? Oh, Melissa, are you going to the show tonight?
Yes.
Okay, then we're gonna drink it up to toast to you.
I'm with that.
Your 2 milestones.
Go out for drinks after. How long y'all got the babysitter?
How long you need us to have a babysitter? Oh, because y'all got some cheap. Listen,
hey,
y'all got
hey.
I want to tell you, I want to preface y'all, it's good, but it ain't as piping.
It don't matter.
It ain't.
It's still the apple at the top of the tree.
Oh, yeah.
Mel, you ain't coming to the show? Why you ain't coming, Mel? Ain't she so pretty? Her little LinkedIn picture.
I know she look like a little.
Hello.
Sorry.
Make sure my number.
Look at the done got.
Why you ain't coming?
Done got comfortable. Back up.
Thank you.
She said.
Kids,
I be having questions. You listen.
Like my butt's face.
Thank you, Josh.
Okay, so now they weren't what the tea is. So this is what we're gonna talk about. No, y'all not gonna get the tea. First thing I wanted to talk about before Kev goes into 2023 is that me and Mel talked about this on Gin and Juice yesterday. That we called the Tanksleys to help tie Joe's tie on FaceTime. And it was the most chaotic 10 minutes
Oh my God.
of FaceTime history. I assure you, it was the most. I actually have the full thing recorded, and I just want to give a visual representation. My hair is a mess, y'all. That's why I got this hat on. But I'm gonna give a visual representation of what's happening.
That's literally. And this is. And so while that's happening, Melanie is on the phone, holding the phone, screaming at me.
No. Marcus was screaming at us. The skinny side, the fat side, wrapping around to get stopped.
Because it was so loud.
Melissa, you are the drama.
Yes.
Am I the drama?
I
You.
want you to know this office is probably so confused because we don't be in here but 1 or 2 days. But when we be in here, we be loud. I'll be loud and they're screaming, listen, screaming. They be like, somebody probably knew, like, yeah, listen, on Tuesdays and Fridays, we don't know what they do in that office. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, for the most part, it's gonna be quiet. You're gonna hear some
Let me
screaming,
tell
you're
you-
gonna hear some laughing, you're gonna hear some singing. But for the most part, they don't even be there like that. But when they do
Let
get
me
there,
tell
you
you-
know they are there.
So to give you a little backstory on the mindset I was at when I answered the phone, last week, Greg told me a story about how that week somebody tried to break into the neighbor's house
Oh yeah.
at like 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, early in the night. So I told him, I said, hey, just FYI, just let me know if you want me to go by, check on the girls, whatever. Mel knows she can call me, whatever. So Melanie never, especially the Samsung. If I get anything from anybody, it's on the Apple. So I'm like,
why can't I FaceTime you?
I said, you can. You called the wrong phone.
You got 2 phones?
Yeah. So now I'm like, oh yeah, she's like trying to air like get your together, Tank. I'm trying to FaceTime you, and I'm over here talking on Android. So I'm like, all right, I'm like, Angel, I don't know what in the hell.
It was so much chaos. There was one point in time where I was like, Melissa, because we kept telling her, get off the triangle, get off, because she kept doing a lot to the knot. She was like,
I said, leave the knot alone.
I said, Melissa, don't touch the knot. She said, okay, shut up. Melissa is the drama.
Oh my God.
It was so much happening. And this is the thing.
Okay,
We said this.
shut up.
This is the thing. Ties, okay, you have to lift it. It leverages it with the back part, and then it adjusts with the neck part. The knot was not being knotted, and I was like, everyone is giving me too much instructions because the tie isn't doing what I think it should be doing.
This is Melissa on the knot. This is Melissa. I'm like, stop touching the knot.
She just wouldn't stop.
I felt like
Everyone shut up.
everyone shut up.
Oh yeah.
It was a lot of happening. I was hot. Then when I find, and this is the trouble too. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. The trouble is I had a lot of like excitement because when I tied it and I could see, oh my God, it's a tie. I am now done. And I wasn't done.
No, you
Well,
were
now
not.
it's stupid. Now this is stupid. I'm done.
What was
I
the-
thought that I was done and I wasn't done. And then I had to do all this extra stuff. I don't want to do all that. I want to do it, see it, and be like, yay, good job, gold star. And I wasn't able to get there. I wasn't able to get there. It was very dumb.
I want to bring the mood down, so I'll leave my part out.
You
You
did
what?
what?
Just say it. You can't say that and then not
Because
say
I
it.
said I had something else to say. That's why I said I wasn't gonna say it.
No,
Oh,
say
say
it.
it.
So I didn't see the post until I don't know late yesterday that you posted the video. And as I'm sitting there looking at the video, when I tell you the breakdown I had after it, because I was in my mind and I was like, that was supposed to be Jason.
Mm.
Mm.
And when I tell you I was in that office, I had to back away. I couldn't
Waited.
see the screen no more.
You didn't call him?
What about you?
I did. He announced
I
it.
was on stage. Oh, he didn't hit you back. He didn't hit me back.
Yeah.
In like a month.
He usually
Please.
does.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
can't do that right now. It's not funny to me yet.
It's not funny to me either, but it is.
Oh,
I told Melissa, so I was on stage at this time, for sure on stage, because Melissa called me when he was done. The timing didn't work out. And she was like, we got it. And then I seen that video and I see Marcus. He was big uncle.
man, listen.
And I was like,
This was here.
I mean, Marcus
Just
looked like somebody's
close.
father in the thing.
Just close.
If I could get my body outside of the screen, I would, so you could see what I'm doing. All you see, your mom be like, I can't, how you get the FaceTime up? But I know he was close, so you could see the.
because I'm like, look, Melissa,
I was
look,
holding the phone.
9
That's
minutes
why.
and
do
10 seconds.
this.
And all you see, Angel had the phone on Marcus like this.
So they could hear. It was so loud. I wanted them to hear him.
That video is utter
Oh,
chaos.
it was chaos. And this is what happened. This is why it was chaos by the time we called you guys. Because literally what happened was the little boy, Joe's best friend's mom, was like, oh my God, he has to wear a tie per dress code. And I told Joe he had to wear a tie, but
He ain't listen.
he wouldn't listen. So I run upstairs because now I'm excited. I'm easily
Is that
excited.
my tie?
No, I bought him a tie.
Oh, okay.
But that was the other problem. It was an adult tie, proportionate to his body. It was too much. So anyway,
Yeah, you really had a tough.
oh my God. So I'm going upstairs. I run down and I'm screaming, I don't know how to tie the tie. I don't know how to tie the tie.
He's the drama. Yeah.
So you must have tried YouTube and it was like, this ain't working.
No, what happened was the girl's, the little boy's mom, her name is April, and to y'all, April was like, I can call my husband. And so I'm like, well, if we're going to call somebody, because none of us know how to do it, I'm going to call someone I know. I'm not going to call your husband. Like, no shade, no tea, but like,
No,
if it's going to be a moment, like,
been a
I want it
different
to be somebody I know. I don't, I don't want it to be your husband.
She's
So
like,
I'm
and
like,
plus
no,
I
no,
plan
no.
on yelling at whoever it is.
Yes,
phone.
I needed.
Now you just told him I told you to shut up.
And
And
I
he's
couldn't
upset.
be, or he would have been like, "Oh, girl, like she's low key cuckoo, like what's happening? Why is she so excited?" And I was way too excited to be. I was way too excited to be calm. I was way too excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
You needed that.
Yeah, I needed all of it to happen. And y'all know how I be. So it was. I believe. Actually, I probably am the drama. I don't care.
She said, "You know what? You are correct. Go ahead." Put it on there. Yes, that's what you should.
Tank, how you tie the tie?
Yeah. Then we took
I'm
it
not
off.
judging
Well,
you.
we were all excited all over again.
I'm not judging you. I wouldn't have acted
Yes,
much better.
because Angel said, I think it was Angel was like, take it off and start over because it wasn't adjusting for me. It just wasn't doing what I needed.
She had already gotten it so
She-
tight that it wasn't going to move.
She murderized that night, boy.
She had did such a good job, but then when she had to get it perfect, she just kept tugging at stuff. I was like, just start all over. Start all over.
Low key though, if you never tied a tie, it's not a it's
so
a
many
simple
moving parts.
thing, but it's huh?
It's time to shoot once you know how to do it.
Exactly. It is simple, but it's not easy.
I was just so then Mel, we took it off. Mel undid it. Mel did it again. When she got the knot, we were like,
JoJo was so over
This was
it.
JoJo.
I felt for him.
I mean, he was literally like a stone in the middle of an explosion. Like he
Yeah.
did not move. He was just, and everything around him.
yeah.
I was like,
That video was a lot because Marcus was big uncle. JoJo was holding the girl's hand. I was in Columbus. I was like, this is too much for one video.
Yeah, it
This
was
is
a
too
lot.
much. The doggone thing about raising kids, they be little till they be big.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Joe was anti everything. And now you go into homecoming and he held the girl's hand
Huh?
and she was black.
Did you
We have-
hold on? Did you tell him my reaction when you told me?
oh
It
my
just
God.
kept building. Like
So this is, I watched I saw the title of Gin and Juice, and I was like, what? Because first in my head, I went ahead and translated it to Isaiah. I was like, they're not talking about JoJo, Isaiah. So I was like, wait, this does say Josiah. Let me tap in. So
This is my reaction.
I was like,
ahead.
I watch it, right? And I was like, oh, I'm reacting exactly like Melanie. I'm like her echo chamber. I'm like, what? All this. So it's late at night. We in bed. We almost asleep. And I realized I forgot to tell Marcus. I was like, babe.
You asked me if I seen it. I was like,
I said, babe, did you see Jetta Juice? He's like, no.
I'm like, nah, hold on. I got it now.
Okay. Josiah, JoJo want to go to homecoming.
What?
And he
Josiah,
asked, I said, he asking a girl to homecoming.
What?
And she black.
What?
No, it was like, huh? I was like, listen. He said it just got better and better every time you talked about it.
Listen,
go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I was so proud from him. We've been working on y'all before y'all even knew. We used to look, yeah, black people, man, amen. You know, we would love anybody, but you know, if you brought home a black girl, we love a little bit more.
Her mama was hilarious too. She said you could hold the lady. She's African. I don't know specifically where in Africa she is from, but she is African. And she's just, you could hold the lady's hand. That's all she kept saying. You can hold the lady's hand, JoJo. JoJo, you can hold the lady's hand. Joe was like, I don't want to do any of this. She is tall. Her mom is tall.
Listen, my boy said I got Meg the Stallion.
Yeah, her mom is tall. Her dad is a little bit shorter, I think. Her mom had heels on, but I think even without the heels, they're either the same height or she's just a tiny bit taller than her dad.
JoJo went for it all. I respected him.
Yeah, she's so pretty. I said, come on.
She's so pretty.
Was she there doing all the screaming? Was she there doing all that?
I think not, maybe toward the end.
Okay.
I want to say
all right, as long as you knew. I did feel for JoJo. I said he's gonna be calling BetterHelp after this. And luckily, it's now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. So I know in that time we were like, there's a problem, right? We got a problem. JoJo's tie cannot be tied. But because Melissa is someone who firmly believes in mental health and therapy, she did not get stuck in problem mode. She kicked over to problem solving mode. And she was able to go, hey, let me figure out how I can solve this. Let me call a friend. Well, I know for some people that's really difficult to do. It can be a big problem or a small problem. It's sometimes hard to just train ourselves not to just keep focusing on the problem, but finding solutions for that problem. And that is why a therapist can help you become a better problem solver, making it easier to accomplish your goals, no matter how big or small. I personally am a huge advocate for therapy. My life has been changed by my therapist, how I think about myself, how I think about problems that I hit, how I even perceive obstacles. My therapist truly had a very strong hand in helping me look at things differently. I was inspired to try therapy because I want to be my best self. It's not all about getting through crisis. We do go through crisis, we go through trauma. But for me, I want to be the best version of myself for however many days the Lord allows me to live on this earth. And I knew therapy was exactly what was going to help that. And I've seen so many benefits. I'm so much less stressed. I'm so much more confident in my decisions, in my decision making. And I really trust my intuition because of my therapist. So if you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, accessible, affordable, and entirely online. Get matched with a therapist after filling out a brief survey and switch therapists at any time. When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/TBTB.
TBTB.
Today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/TBTB.
TBTB.
All right, closure on that. Y'all talking about this, and then I want to go into the a little bit of the Married at First Sight peoples.
Okay. Angel retired from stand-up comedy, and she's been campaigning since this morning for H2223. HTT23.
Mm-hmm.
She wants, because I was talking about
85
South,
who have built over the last 6 years.
They're doing the thing.
They are doing the things. So I just wanted you to know that that's the campaign. I would never go on the road. Me?
I would really love an HTT/TBTB. Like I feel as though the book tour was a great precursor of how well we work together, how well we gel on stage. Kevin, you're so used to having to carry such a heavy load. You don't even know what it feels like to have other people on stage carrying as much of the load. You don't even know how to enjoy that. So it's fine.
Yeah, look at TBTB. You barely do anything. You want to go sleep half the time. We got it.
Where are my sunglasses?
Why you throw grenades so hard?
We got it, Kevin. It'll be great. You can just chime in when you want to.
That's the shade.
She said the shade. The shade that you just threw.
I told y'all I'm trying to go to Madison Square Garden. I had a renewed fervor.
I know that.
I ain't trying to stop you from going there. How does that stop you?
How does it stop you, Kev?
Well, they went and did stand-up comedy, so I just thought that's.
I still want you to go. People will come see you do stand-up.
Yeah, it's like I told the people at the LA wine and food thing. I went to the cookie dough stand. They said, "Would you like this or that?" I said, "It's cookie dough. There is no or. Give me all of it."
That's all I'm saying. I ain't trying to take nothing away from you.
Go together.
I'm just trying to add.
We y'all got kids and all this there. It's all fun and games when you're talking about it on the podcast. When you go to actually plan it, it ain't all fun and games. Then is it? When you done.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. And I'm gonna shut up after this. Okay, kids, hush. Let me tell them what I'm gonna say.
We have kids too. I'm not just saying, y'all.
Listen, you do clubs where they seat 200 to maybe 400, and you have to do 3. You have to do usually 6 shows a weekend or like 2 shows a night. I am referring to doing places that seat a few thousand and only having to go to a couple of places, shorter tour, but higher revenue. That's all I was saying. That's all I was saying.
Are lower revenue.
Huh?
Theaters are lower revenue.
I know theaters are. We talked about it before, but we could come up with something. I know 85 South ain't hurting.
Yeah, but they doing arenas. They doing 4,000 and 5,000.
You KevOnStage. We can do arenas.
I ain't. My name Michael Jones.
Why is that your name? It's always Michael Jones. Okay, we gotta talk about it.
All right.
All right. Is it another ad time or not yet?
No, we just finished one.
God, dog. Talk a little bit longer.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Melissa, tell me your thoughts. You know what? Melissa be sitting in the cut. Tell me your thoughts, Melissa.
You know why? Because I be having to think about it because I am balancing what I know he wants to do, and I'm thinking about what's already planned for next year, plus Kev's tour.
They don't even know what I'm planning next year yet. That's the thing. They don't. Not Marcus and Angel. I mean the people in the comments.
Oh, so I can't even say what I was about to say. Oh, okay, never mind. Disregard then.
We don't know either. So you're gonna have to tell us when we drink tonight. I don't know what you got planned. We don't.
When's the last time we talked to y'all good?
Probably
probably this didn't come up.
No.
Yeah. There was so much stuff.
There was a lot to unfold.
There was
a
lot so much stuff.
About this on a flight back. You're like, I didn't tell you.
Oh.
Do people say Kev doesn't communicate well?
Listen, don't trigger me. Don't trigger me today.
She's like, I do remember.
It's okay. So that might be helpful then. Okay, so now that might give context.
Yeah,
that's why my mind. That's what I was contemplating in my mind.
Oh, they don't know the full thing.
That's what
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know the quarter thing.
We don't know any other thing.
We'll tell y'all tonight.
No, y'all only don't know the other quarter. That's the half.
And then when I don't show up to TBTB, y'all talk about vibrating panties. I was like, what?
I'm you know why this season Mary first
started that was I was like, what y'all talking about
panties,
that?
I first told her on the book club, but when that girl had the vibrating panties, that's what it reminded me of.
Oh, you talk about your vibrating panties.
Okay, so Married at First Sight. This is where we're talking about.
Okay.
And 2024 is my year. Actually, I need to low-key start getting my life together about that. Okay. Thing number 1, Nate and Stacia. Out. They're not going to make it. That's the end.
That's the one the people I do want to talk about. Whose fault is it?
They're not listening to each other.
That's whose fault it is. Them.
Is it a chicken or egg thing, or is it just like I was trying before we got here? I was replaying those conversations in my mind, and I was trying to figure out, is this one person's fault? But I think it boils down to they are missing what each other's, because he was jumping to the conclusion of what she was saying. It wasn't what she had actually just said.
Right, but she is unsatisfiable, whatever that, insatiable.
Yeah.
She's like, you have never had those deep feelings, ma'am. She mad that he took his daddy's advice over hers. He just met you. She's like, and I'm your wife. Calm down, hold on. And she's like, it feels like you're going through the motions. I would have felt insulted too after I done got a tattoo with our wedding date. Now, ma'am, you're being ridiculous. Mm-hmm. The problem is, after she did all that, he goes into a very immature mode that's hard for him to get out of. Yeah. And it's like, okay, then you're going to sit here and keep hurting my feelings after I am actually making an earnest effort to make you feel desired and to let you know I'm working towards my feelings. So let me say the things that I know would make you hurt. And now I'm stuck with you.
Stuck. He did go hard after that. He was like, now I will hurt your feelings like you hurt my feelings. And I'm going to say the things that I know you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
Well, I 100% agree with Angel.
She, the thing is, she's so afraid.
It's because I was thinking of the other girl, the pretend April in my story.
She said it's been that long. She can't remember my name.
It's been that long since we done got to do content together. So who was your wife take?
I noticed
Marcus
it right
my name
away
wrong
too.
All up in the thumbnail, all up
that
in the
never
title.
happened. That never happened. That never happened.
It's been spelled wrong.
Kevin, you say Fredericks all day, every day.
During the funeral day, me and Melissa was having our last moment with Jay. And we sad. We both look up at the same time and see that.
No, I did it. I was still giving Jason my final respects.
I was sad. I looked up and his picture had the second E missing. I said, Liz.
Instantly.
That easy sneaky.
Yes.
Marcus.
And the programs.
All the programs were wrong.
100
programs all forgot the second E. Took me right up out of grief.
I'm trying to get my Kev said the second E is missing. I looked up and we were like, well, that's
I
done.
know Tammy was in our whole family. It's the first thing we all check for because it's the most common way Fredericks is spelled wrong.
That's crazy. Somebody do that.
The way Marcus messed it up.
I didn't mess it up.
It's spelled correctly every time.
I say Tanksley though. Problem is, I say Tanksley. You say Fredericks.
Listen, by the time they got them programs reprinted, the way Melissa was handing them programs out, I was like, "You want to help?" She was like, "Nope." You have it, and you have.
I don't even know Tammy, and I don't think nobody knows.
Nobody.
It was a Men in Black moment where
nobody knows except the people who now know.
Right.
Because
nobody knew.
It was before. It was before everyone came for the final viewing, and so we were there early,
and we went over this, and they were super apologetic. But that man went and got them things printed off in time before the thing, and people didn't even notice that the programs was late.
They weren't late. He got it right on time.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was right before it started. He was probably drying that ink like he was like a woman drying the fingernails. He was probably like, here they go. He go.
The problem is Kev, you need to put emphasis on that E because you never do. I am sorry, even though it never happened. You need to say, my name is Kevin Aloysius Fredericks.
It ain't Fredericks. It's Fredericks with two E's. The second E is silent.
Ebony did that too. I had to tell what you call it.
No, he needs to say Fredericks.
It's not pronounced Fredericks.
It is.
It's a
Ebony Magazine.
There's no such thing as a silent E. Yeah. Other than at the very end.
There is, Marcus.
He's only silent at the
silent
end.
E. It could just be spelled without the E.
Look, your former slave masters misspelled the name, okay?
That ain't even how we got the last name.
That's why his name.
Our granddad.
Don't tell your business. Okay, Nate and Stacia.
Is it Stacia?
No,
it's Stacia or Stacia? I don't know.
I know. I really think it's
Stacia. Oh man.
Okay.
Is it what?
It's Stacia or Stacia? You said Stacia?
What'd you say, Angel?
Whatever,
Stacia?
it's whatever we say at this
It's
point.
Stacia.
Okay.
Stacia.
Stacia.
Is that not what I said?
I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. She wants 5 years of a relationship in 8 weeks.
Correct.
She so badly wants everything to happen the way she wants it to happen
In her timeline.
and her timeline that she's actually actively ruining the chance of that happening by saying it hasn't happened yet. Therefore, it's not likely to happen because you're not loving me deeply at 8 weeks. So how do I know you'll be able to love me deeply in 3 years? It's not even possible to honestly love you deeply and you to feel that in 8 weeks. If you wanted that, you should not have went on Married at First Sight, because that is what you give up when you marry somebody at first sight, is the chance for a deep bond quickly. Even if you didn't go on that show, the chance for a deep bond is not going to happen quickly. So she keep being, I don't feel love. We're just going through the motions. What motions? Going through the motions is after you've been loved, felt the bond. Now it's falling off. Y'all haven't even got there to go through the motions yet. You're still learning each other. You just met this man's dad 6 minutes ago. Take it easy. And then to y'all point, I actually get this because I be like this. Words of affirmation. I'm doing a good job. She's not understanding how hard it is for him to do what he's done. And first of all, as far as emotional communication, from the way he shut down early in the season to how he expressed his feelings in this episode, I was like, first of all, you tripping. Yeah. He expressed these feelings very clearly, with much clarity. And for those of who watched and missed 6 episodes, but when we was watching, he shut down. He was like, I don't know. And then yesterday or last episode, he was like, when you do this, it feels like that. And when I ask you for this, you don't do this. And when you don't do that, it basically creates a cycle to where I don't feel this. And then you don't feel like, and she was like, why are you triggered? He was like, you is the trigger. You trigger me. You trigger me. And it was like, she didn't understand her part in that. And she was hung up on, I didn't say that, but it was heavily implied. And to act like you can't get how he got there was like, now don't be obtuse. You are basically saying, I don't feel like you love me deeply, and you're probably never going to do that. It's going to make him feel discounted for the work that he's done. Yeah, he's done. Like, come on now.
Yeah, she just done controlled herself right into being an ex-fiance.
Man, because when he got frustrated, y'all, I was like, I get it. I did too. And he made a good point about the tools. He was like, basically, I just learned these tools, and I'm trying, but I'm not gonna get them right every time. Right. Like
you said, he's like, I used them.
And she was
I be knowing the tools, and I still be messing up. After 20 years.
That showing up was to me, not to him.
And she was poking at the same time. She saw he was getting really emotional, and she was like, I'm just saying that.
Oh, let me tell you what pissed me off. Go ahead, Angel. I'm sorry.
No, but the only question I have is, what love is she showing?
Knowing
she keeps questioning him, and I don't know what she's doing that is exceptionally above what he's giving. I don't know if it's because I've missed 3 months of the show. Maybe there was a lot of things she did, but I am like, baby girl, what are you doing that is so much further along than him that he should feel as though he's behind you in the category of love? Just because you say it ain't really got nothing to do with it. It's, are you really doing the things that show love?
Yeah.
1000%. And then she gonna have the nerve, after all they did is argue, sit him in the bed and say, what makes you happy that you're married to me? He was like,
I'm happy.
You
that this experiment's almost over.
You know what? When you were a kid and your parent come into school, you act like you're working hard. You like, That was him trying to. I know he wanted to be like, girl, I am not happy to be married to you. Is that not obvious in the way I said I don't want to be stuck with you?
Yeah.
Why would you ask him that right there?
Y'all still kind of upset, and you want that answer? All right.
Yeah, it's crazy how she like what you were saying, Kev, is like she wants this, you know, it ain't even been 8 weeks yet, and she wants this thing. He's like, okay, I'm not here, but this is what we're working toward. This is what I'm working toward. But I want you to be there. That ain't gonna happen. I can say what you want me to say. I'm working on this. If she can't understand I'm working on this, it's like it's like she's being too stubborn. Like she done or stubborn herself into being an ex-wife or whatever.
Turn it. I want to show. This is the part that killed me because you only see this.
Oh
on
yeah.
movies. You only see this.
You ain't never seen this in real life.
Shut the door. I was just waiting for a cat to walk up, to nestle and sit in her lap, because you know she's gonna be single, and if she gonna have a cat and be single, she better have pretty litter. Because when I tell you, when your cat, I used to have 2 cats. Okay, I used to have 2 little kittens. The last thing you want is some stinky cat piss just ruminating around your house. Just that is not the aromatherapy you want. So when your cat is being a total goofball, it definitely keeps you entertained. And something you can always count on as a cat owner is Pretty Litter. It's the only cat litter you should ever use, and here's why. Pretty Little crystals change color to detect early signs of potential illness like metabolic acidosis, which can cause diabetes, urinary tract infections, and kidney issues, and more. Pretty Litter is an ultra absorbent and instantly traps odor. That's the part you need. Instantly trapping odor. It's lightweight, dust-free, and it works for up to a month without clumping. That means no more wasting litter. Plus, Pretty Litter ships free to your door in a small, lightweight bag. And listen, you'll never run out. And if you don't have a massive container of litter, well, you won't. You won't have a massive container of litter taking up space. And you don't have to lug that bulky container around from a store to your car to your house. Y'all know that our good friend, the Tony Anthony Charles Baker, has 2 gorgeous cats. This was something that we gifted him, and he absolutely loves it, okay? Because we're not about to have midnight out there having his house stinky. We're not gonna have it, okay? And like I said, the fact that it traps odor is what I feel like is my favorite thing, because that's one thing. If you got a cat and if your house smell like cat pee, I'm not visiting you no more. And that's why I don't mind visiting Tony, because he uses Pretty Litter. Okay, once you try Pretty Litter, it'll be the only litter you ever use. Go to prettylitter.com/TBTB.
TBTB.
To save 20% on your first order. That's prettylitter.com/TBTB.
TBTB.
To save 20% on your first order. prettylitter.com/TBTB.
One of the people in the Patreon.
Watch her try to get up off his floor. Look at her. Look at her.
8326. 100%. Stacia is speaking out of fear. She is self-sabotaging. She needs to read The Big Leap.
She does.
Because her fear about what is happening, she is just creating an environment where that cannot happen.
Yeah.
You cannot cultivate somebody learning to love you deeply by telling them you don't feel loved enough.
Yeah. And they both speaking out of fear. Even him on the kid thing is like, you know, we can't do this, can't do that. Like, yeah. Even like the pendulum was swinging very extreme in both directions. Like when she started talking to him, he was coming up with narratives. He was pulling them things so far from out of his ass. I'm like, well, are you not now? You doing the same thing she was doing. I couldn't figure out if he was purposefully not listening, or I'm like, they just keep missing each other.
I think he was frustrated, and therefore he heard what he wanted.
Watch this.
He heard the future of what she said, even though she didn't say that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to Kristen and Mitch.
I got a question about Mitch. I did not, or it wasn't a question until I said I thought he was vegan.
I thought it was.
He was eating a burger. You know how hypocritical it is for him to be eating a burger and be this big environmentalist. You know how much water it takes to create a hamburger?
It takes a lot to create vegan burgers, though, too. Even more.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, he
Does it
eating all
take
kinds of
more?
meat.
It's all processed.
I heard it takes a lot of water to create almonds.
It does.
Yeah. Takes
We
a lot
can't
of
do
water.
nothing, guys.
Everything.
We can't.
hypocritical
The earth
somewhere.
is doomed.
Unless you
The
grow
earth
your
is
own.
doomed. Let's just live it until it's gone, and we'll just be dead.
Let me tell you what, I was talking about this the other day. I was so mad at Jeff Bezos for flying into space. And within 3 minutes of me being pissed, I said, let me get these shoelaces on Amazon Prime, and they better be within 6 hours. I ain't got time. This is like, I be mad, but not so mad that I'm not getting that thing on Prime. If I buy now, it's gonna be here tomorrow. If you Amazon be like, buy it right now, I'm gonna have it in your backyard by 3 o'clock.
No.
I'd be like,
Man, I've ordered stuff from Amazon.
Like to wait and get all of your packages together on Wednesday. No. I want you
When available.
the promise that you said, which is it'll be here tomorrow.
Amazon said they'll bring it in your house. Put it on me. I got this new shirt. Bring it in to me. And I'm gonna be sitting downstairs with my shirt off. Y'all open the door, put it on. Because I want a new service.
No, I don't want to wait 3 days so you can save on shipping and boxes. Give me 17 boxes over the next 17 days.
I bought
Per day.
I bought a Pittsburgh Steelers shirt, and that thing came in a box. I said, y'all done ran out of the plastic thing? Why is my one t-shirt coming in a box?
Hilarious.
They don't care.
They don't care.
No. Okay. Y'all think they gonna make it?
I don't
Nah.
think.
Mitch.
Oh, you talking about?
Kristen and Mitch.
She was saying, this is really interesting. She was like, and I was like, boy, man, we don't got no chance in this world. She said, all I want from him is a grand gesture without me telling him that I want a grand gesture. That is all. And I'm like, wow, this man just know that. If I get that, then I will know.
No, she said that to him though. She has said that to him repeatedly over.
Oh, I didn't listen.
Like I want
No,
you give me this. I need you. Yes, she be saying.
Yeah, he's been doing the absolute bare minimum, and the crumb that he gives her, she takes it on as a feast.
Once he let that dog sit in the bed, she was like, "I love you all over again," because that little nasty pug.
She sat there and wiped out that pug. That pug had a period in its folds, and she was like, "There we go." I think that she will say yes, just off the strength that he said, if we could see how this goes. She was like, it's not what I want, but I'll take it.
That's literally.
I said, poor baby girl. She done been through a lot.
I was making fun of her. Hey, it's Mel Mitch.
Hey,
when she did the fold, what did she call it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, she was cleaning.
His fold.
But is that what she called it?
She don't call it a fold.
Is it irrigation?
She called it maybe it was the fold.
Disgusting.
But the point was, I was like, this is just gross. But I be taking Monty's eye boogers out because he be having crusties.
I don't even do that.
And I be taking them out, and I toss them out, and then I wash my hands. And I was like, this is gross.
It's so gross.
It literally be only me because nobody else. The wrinkle.
Oh, it is called the wrinkle. It is called the wrinkle.
But I was like, he just be up there like looking in your face with all night in his eye. And, like,
and then the dog ate on the bed. Go ahead,
yeah, he was eating on the bed, man.
Dog eating on the bed.
I had a pit bull. He had big ears. He stayed outside. Anytime I was outside and he had in my boogers, I would take his ear and wipe his eye. It was like, all right, go on. Go on.
Did you really?
Yeah, all the time.
You can get the puppy. You can use the puppy wipes.
I don't really want to do it at all.
We got the puppy wipes.
I really kind of don't want to do it at all.
Let me tell you what.
Y'all want to wipes?
Melissa
man, that dog.
Huh?
Melissa want 2 dogs and don't want to wipe the eyes of one.
I do want another dog.
Oh, what's the other dog gonna look like?
I don't want another dog.
That don't have.
What's the dog gonna look like, Melissa?
Got nothing to do with me.
I know.
I feel like Cody on Sister Wives. That could be on there. saying stuff, and then white women be like, "Shut up! We have not listened to you since we got married." He be complaining. No one on this show listens to this man.
Nobody listens to him.
They're like, we outnumber you.
Yes.
Shut up.
Yes.
And the thing that's funny is they don't even agree, but they all agree that we're not listening to him. Cody said this with his dumb self. Anyway, girl, I want to move back to Utah. They be like, "Girl, we can't move back to Utah."
Why can't they?
Well, they wasn't supposed to because
She said, "Fine, y'all don't want to. We are not all moving. I am because I'm divorcing y'all. How about that?
We going as sister wives, or we going as single women."
I do think they are going to say yes to each other.
They will. I don't think they're gonna last, but they're gonna say yes to decision day.
Yeah, she I can't get this. This dog he just seems like he smells awful.
Ain't we not supposed to have pugs? Aren't they all like genetic
pugs, bulldogs, any dog with that, like even boxers with that smush nose, they have respiratory issues. They can't breathe.
So they didn't used to look like that, right?
No, the what is it? AKC, American Kennel Club, jacked up dogs. They completely screwed dogs over.
What's American Kennel Club?
That's like the standard that people try to get dogs to. Like the German Shepherd did not used to look the way it does.
It's expensive. If you get the dogs through there, it's expensive.
Is that like Westminster Dog Club type of pureness?
Yeah, it's like that. That's like a badge of honor. If like you have American Kennel Club, if you got your dog from a breeder and both dogs are AKC certified, then your dog is AKC certified. But the problem is
like high standards. They're breeding ethically. Like they're in good. Like it's all these things.
And the problem is they try to keep, and it costs money, but they try to keep dogs and have dogs look a particular way. So that's why dogs now are all jacked up, because that's why bulldogs and pugs can't breathe no more, because they damn near inbred to the point of retardation.
I didn't know all that. I never heard of
That's why mutts are so healthy. Like you crossbreed a dog, they live forever. That's because when you crossbreed a dog, it gets rid of all the impurities and crap.
So they're like,
it's called hyper.
They done changed it now. Yeah, it's hyper blah blah blah.
Hyperpigmentation,
hyper vigor or something. I don't know.
Oh,
hyper.
Do you follow? Do you follow Every Deserves on Instagram?
Oh man, I love that page.
I will now. Who is that?
Fantastic.
Every deserves to come home.
It is fantastic. It's literally just, it's almost like love letters. So it's like every deserves happiness. Every deserves to take a nap. Like,
I'm gonna go look for it now.
It's the best. I love it. It's one of my favorites. Okay, let's go to Alexis and Justin. They should say no.
Yeah, they should. They won't.
Who is that?
Do they have anything new?
Vacation braids and tree.
Tree and vacation braids.
They gonna say no. I feel
I hope they say no.
In the preview when Pastor Cal goes, what happened? What happened? I think he's talking about them.
I think so too. They need to say no. He need to say no and go and get his dog out of jail. Or from that friend. She was whack for that.
No, she was whack for that.
She was extremely whack for that.
She was whack for that.
She don't give. She's kind of like her and Stacia a lot alike, in that is she's requiring a lot and not giving anything. And basically the way she done tore this man down on camera, it's just like, come on now.
That man, she said he ain't had no thrust on national television.
She said your thrust is negative.
That man, she said if you were a spaceship, it would not fly.
It's so sad. I just don't see them being able to make it. He's a very sensitive man, and she is not a sensitive woman. Even when he was trying to be all lovey-dovey when she was leaving, he was like, "Oh, you got on your pal face?" She said, "No, I don't." Bye. He was like, goodbye. And he's still trying to say hello. Like, hello, fresh, because y'all know we be cooking it over here all the time. You feel me? I just cooked 2 meals last night. I cooked this, I can't even pronounce it. It was like a Szechuan pesto. It was over some tilapia. It was fire. And It was I had green beans with it in a ginger rice. Bon appetit. I had the boys eat that. We had this really great black bean soup with cut up peppers, onions, okay, tomato paste, fresh tomatoes. I don't be lying when I say we eat HelloFresh. We eat it every night for dinner. And
we were over there.
Listen, and it was fresh up in y'all kitchen, and we sure did ate it.
They ate it because it was delicious. Okay, you can save 25%.
Kevin saved room to eat more.
I sure did,
Yeah,
and I ate the children's food. Them kids,
So what I'm saying-
kids was playing around, and I was like, "Go on to bed." And
he's like, "Oh, you didn't read the room. I'm gonna eat this food." You can save 25% by eating HelloFresh versus getting takeout. That's how much less it typically is. You're getting farm fresh products straight to your doorstep in less than 7 days. So it goes from farm to your doorstep. 7 days, honey. And the ingredients are pre-portioned, so there's less food waste. There's so many reasons why I love HelloFresh, but mainly I don't have to think. I get to cook good, wholesome meals for my kids with fresh produce, and I didn't have to be this creative wizard to figure out what to cook. HelloFresh did the work for me, and I thank them for it. So you all should try it out because, honey, it is amazing. It doesn't take much time, and the recipes are great. The what we fed the Fredericks, the Southwest shrimp tacos, on point.
Pop it.
Go to HelloFresh.com/TBTB65.
TBTB65.
And use code TBTB65.
TBTB65.
65% off plus free shipping. I'll tell you that one more time. Go to HelloFresh.com/TBTB65.
TBTB65.
And use code TBTB65.
TBTB65.
For 65% off plus free shipping. It's HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
All right, we need to be here for another about 10 minutes.
Yeah, we got who left? Lindy and Miguel.
Yeah, that's about it. So anything else y'all want to talk about real quick? You want to throw in the rain, the weather?
Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this tour. No.
Y'all don't want to be on the road like that.
So what I would like to do,
you ain't Kobe. They don't love you like that.
Let's go ahead and circle back.
Go back to the beginning. Let's book in this.
Yeah.
Kevin, wait a minute, Kevin. Do you really want to be on the road like that? You're only on the road to get to your no. You're on the road to get to your goal. It's not that you want to be on the road. If you could go to Madison Square Garden tomorrow, you'd be like, bye, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Milwaukee. I ain't seeing y'all. What'd you say?
I would cancel Milwaukee in a second. I said, y'all go watch the Bucks and get them Kias stolen. Because people are selling cars in Milwaukee. You know what? I think this is the funniest thing about me, and even to myself, I be laughing when I'm on something. It's the best idea ever. Why did I think of this? The moment I'm over it, this is stupid. I am in a stupid town. I should be done with this. The moment we saw Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock, Madison Square Garden, this is my destiny. I should have always. Why did I stop doing? That was the moment. I know y'all didn't. I didn't have no dates on this year until I saw Kevin. When I saw Kevin Hart come out with that bat, and them people in Madison Square Garden went off, I was like,
it was the best.
Surely this is what God wants for me. Now, do I have to do 2 nights in Tupelo, Mississippi to get here?
You love a good Tupelo.
Oh, Tupelo! Oh, this weekend only. Tupelo, because them people flew in for that show. When I tell you, we bumped into probably 10, 15 different people over the weekend. They all did not live in New York. They came to New York to see Kevin, Chris. And now Chris and Dave is going on the road together. Listen, done showed me. So to answer your question, Angel, it depends on the day.
And did y'all have seen that at the Emancipation Proclamation of Will Smith, that Dave Chappelle was in the picture?
Listen, choose you this day. Because they was talking about Will at the show, but when his movie came out, they was there.
Of course.
Regardless of what went down, that boy Will Smith.
I know, but like,
Don't make me pull my picture
Dave
out.
and Chris are friends.
Well, he didn't slap Dave.
Yeah, but Dave and Chris was on the road after it immediately happened. And when Dave Chappelle got slapped, he said, "Was that Will?"
I think comedians we are loyal to the joke more than anything.
Well,
We gonna take the joke whether we supposed to or not. That don't mean we ain't cool, Will. Like, slap you, huh? Anyway, we're going over his house, by the way, to watch this movie.
But listen, Kevin, what's his middle name? Aloysius?
Susan.
Listen. And Melissa, Danita, am I the drama?
Come on, Denise.
Frederick.
Kevin Suzanne Lee Fredericks.
Why, if God has never put your path on what has been traditionally how you get from point A to B, why are you trying to do the traditional point A to B now? That ain't never been your trajectory.
Oh,
No.
Destiny.
Oh, now you believe in destiny.
Yeah, because it was
No.
never really my plan anyway. This is what
I'm
God
not
always-
talking about your destiny changing. I'm talking about the path you're taking to get to the destiny.
The path
He
I'm
ain't
taking has already been laid out.
You a
just
goddamn
really
liar.
walking in it.
But now you
I used to believe that I
Is
had
Mel
control,
still here?
but
Is
Mel
Mel
and
still here?
Melissa done
Is
proved to
Mel
me
still
that
here?
all
Is
I'm
Mel
doing
still
is
here?
what. Oh, yes,
Yeah,
she's
Mel's
here.
in the building.
That's why I'm saying that, because nothing matters. If I pour water on Melissa right now, it's because I was always supposed
I
to.
hate
Or
your examples.
if I don't pour water on myself, it was always supposed to. Or if I
hate
never
your
do either.
examples.
You know who this is? This is the Oracle in the Matrix. Although my lovely wife has not seen this movie.
No.
When they met,
Get out of here. No, I haven't seen it.
it
You're
only
not
counts when
surprised.
it's a black
Hush.
movie. In the Matrix,
Yeah,
the first
that's a
one,
good
they go
one.
visit the Oracle, and if you don't know, if you haven't seen the Matrix, Neo's supposed to be the one who gonna beat the Matrix, right? But Morpheus.
Shut up. Don't nobody care about all that bullshit.
No,
Anyway,
no,
What were you going to say to Melanie, Melissa?
hold on. That's hilarious. Mel, this LinkedIn picture be cracking me up.
It's the best.
In the movie, this is the point that I'm gonna get to my point. Y'all don't rush me.
Yes, but you got a sports analogy. Movie
I didn't have no
analogy.
sports
You
analogy.
just
Kev on stage.
I like analogies. People like
Matrix
analogies.
analogy.
How about that? All y'all stay home. I'm going by myself. There.
We see.
Oh, it's
Analogy.
not new to us. And we're
There,
going to be
how
at
about
home having cooking shows.
Have it. Do whatever y'all want.
Yeah, all right.
Make it show. Don't do that no more.
Oh, we definitely doing it.
He said, "Don't do that."
No.
Actually,
We
why
definitely
not
doing it.
another one while you're on the road in November.
All right.
No, let's make it worse.
I'm gonna
We're
plan a
not
show
gonna-
in Vietnam.
No, Kevin,
It's
this
gonna
is what we're going to
three
do.
Vietnamese.
We're not going to do that. We're going to actually go to the city you're in, rent an Airbnb, and do it.
Live.
Say
$5 for a cleaning fee then, and I'm gonna be at the Four Seasons, and they're gonna bring my food at 3:00 in the morning. I'm gonna say I want.
And everybody's supposed to be at your show. They're going to be out front watching us in the front yard.
What is
Okay,
Calvinism?
Kevin's is playing her, which is a constant discussion.
Calvin and Hobbes,
Which is a constant discussion between.
biblical scholars. What's hyper Calvinism?
I don't know what this.
Y'all better not be planning stuff while I'm gone. That homecoming thing was enough.
What homecoming thing?
Y'all having fun when I wasn't there. I was cold in
basketball.
Ohio.
First of all, you went to the game and had the time of
You
your
was
life.
at a game,
That was
drinking
weird.
beer, having
No.
fun. Oh,
And he's
hi.
already done it again. He's already done it
That's
before.
not
So
how
he
it
did it
goes,
again.
first
Yes,
of all.
that was the second time. My dad was like,
Yeah.
"Was that this?" No, your dad was like, "Was that this year or last year?" Because I swore you already went.
Oh, so we owe you one.
This has been a great episode. I love you guys. This has been
Oh,
fantastic.
Melissa, we got to tell you on the slide. We got an idea. Oh, well, we can't tell you yet. Sorry.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm scared though, but okay. Last couple, Lindy and Miguel, because I think we hit our 10 minutes. Are they going to make it? No.
They hate each other.
He's scared of her, as he should
He
be.
is. As he should. This is how I know that November 16th is the last episode of this, and then we are going to take a break from watching specifically Married at First Sight. And the reason why is because we spent 30 minutes talking about Joe's homecoming and didn't have 30 minutes to talk
Dog.
about Married at First Sight.
They didn't have 30 minutes of stuff.
No, this
They
season
didn't.
has been a Groundhog Day.
It's too many episodes. Do you know when the show first came out, it would be like 10 or 11 episodes?
They got 7,000 episodes a season.
Oh, this episode when I went to download, it was episode 35.
But they
I know they
include
have some of the
35.
That's
Yeah.
like 20.
That's 16. No,
16.
18.
I don't know the math. I'm gonna just say yeah.
It's too much.
Huh?
18 weeks is a lot.
It's too much, man. Y'all be
18
stretching
weeks?
it. And then they got the nerve to do a recap episode of nothing.
A person could get halfway through their pregnancy with the Married at First Sight season.
I'm so sick
Damn.
of it. I'd be like, if the show were new and fresh each episode, fine. When I feel like y'all are stretching, I'd be like, okay.
Well,
man.
this season the couples didn't have a lot going on.
No, and the
so
one couple left.
it is a lot of repetition.
Also, if this wouldn't be half as bad if it was a 30-minute show.
Dog,
Yeah.
Marcus.
They got, would you say 86 episodes, 5 hours apiece.
Mhm.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Who's
that's
that?
what it is. It's like
All right,
watching
yeah,
the
next
Titanic.
week for
But
decision day.
But we watching Love is Blind. Me and Mel be talking about it because
Okay.
they crazy.
Titanic, girl.
The Titanic.
Y'all talk about Ballerina Girl? It's funny. All right, bye, you blacks
All right.
and whoever's white.
Hello.